Alright, hello YouTube. So, this is going to be a basic, cook yourself something when you don't know what to cook. Quick, simple meals. Grab whatever you got in the fridge, kind of throw it together. What I've got here is leftover filling from the other night when I made stuffed zucchini. It's sauteed onions. It is sauteed zucchini from the inside of the zucchini when you hollow it out into zucchini boats. Ground beef and tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce. So, I got to make a quick, simple, healthy, tasty meal. So I decided I'm going to do something really easy. So I've got this. I made a thin layer of it on the bottom of a 9-inch casserole dish. Next, I need to cook up some frozen vegetables. And for the sake of saving money, frozen vegetables in a huge bag of frozen vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. Alright, I don't need a whole lot of this because otherwise it will overfill my dish. So get a container, put the vegetables in it. I'm going to cut this open. Pair of kitchen scissors. All right. I forgot something. A little bit of water. Don't need a whole lot, really. We're kind of going to steam this. A little bit of water in there, more than steaming, would be enough. Fine. Wow. Trying to drop my camera straight on the ground there. It's not been good. Alright. So, here we go. Yeah, maybe not quite steaming. Doesn't matter though. And a good layer. Now, for closing plastic bags like this, I highly suggest you go buy a whole pack of 100 clothespins. They work great. Cheap, simple. Now I can put that back in the freezer. Because of how I folded it, it will stay relatively freezer burn free. Alright. Now I grab a lid. And I just want to pop this lid right on top here without completely closing it. Put it in the microwave. And let's see. I've got we're gonna go with frozen 1 pound. Let's start. Alright, so while that's cooking, I'm going to start getting together the topping for my casserole. Quick, simple casserole. Let's do this. This way you can see see me, all my not so pretty self. And what I'm making. So, for the topping, we're going to do instant mashed potatoes. I'm sure there are a number of you rolling your eyes at the idea of instant mashed potatoes. But let's face it, people. When you really don't want to spend a lot of time cooking, it's 100% potato. It's really not a big deal. Now, I want to make enough mashed potatoes that I've got enough to put on top, as well as enough mashed potatoes to have extra, because you can never have too many extra mashed potatoes in a family with a kid who loves mashed potatoes. So, for 6 cups, or 6 servings, which is 3 cups of mashed potatoes, you need 2 cups of water. Two cups of water. Okay, put that in there. I'm going to need 3 tablespoons of butter. It says margarine or butter. I prefer butter. Now I know a lot of you already know this, but they make it simple. Each of these big marks 1 tablespoon. I'm primarily putting that out there for those who don't cook. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons right there. You can cut right through the paper. It's not going to matter. You're not going to get it in your food. Now, but here's the important part. You could toss this whole 3 tablespoons right in there. But really, you're going to end up making it have to work harder to melt it down. So what I always do is I slice it in chunks. More surface area, and that'll allow it to melt faster. All right, 3 tablespoons. And salt, it says salt is optional. Half of a teaspoon of salt. So, I like to use these salt grinders. They got a little, cap on them. Put the cap on, turn it a little bit, pop that cap off. And look at it. That's not quite a half a teaspoon. It's closer to 1/8. I'm going to call that enough. Add that in there. And then it says bring it to a boil. While that's boiling, I'm going to get my potato flakes already. I'm going to use the same container, but in the interest of getting all of the potato flakes in there, just dry it out. Two cups. Alright, 2 cups. Now, the last thing I'm going to need is 3/4 of a cup of milk. Now, I can't put it in there, of course. So, get my 1 cup measure. Okay, my 1 cup measure. This is one of those ones you read from the inside. That way you can see when you get to the point without having to hold it up like this. All right. Three-quarter cup milk. So it sounds like my vegetables have beeped. That's a good thing. Means I'm 1 step closer to getting things done. And seeing as it's 6:30 at night, it's good to be able to do this quick. Alright, so let's check those vegetables. Vegetables are heated, thawed. Now we cook them on high for 2 minutes. They don't need it, they're already pre-cooked, but that was kind of room temperature. This is getting there. I'm going to use stainless steel spoon. Well, you know what I did? I put away the box with the instructions. Now, instant mashed potatoes are pretty foolproof, but sometimes I can be a fool. This next step is to take this off the heat once it starts boiling. Okay, we have boiling. Okay, add in the milk. It says to stir these in with a fork, but I don't know. If you stir them in slowly, you should be able to get the consistency you want still. I know why they say use a fork. Using a fork has multiple tines to it, so it allows you to fluff the potatoes. Seeing as these are going to be the topping on a dinner, I don't need to fluff it so much. That looks ready. The vegetables are good. Crunchier than I like, but it's okay. I'm not a big fan of crunchy anyways. But everybody else in my family is. So, got some pre-grated cheese. Take this, throw a thin layer down. Not so thin layer down. Man. Scoop the vegetables. Slotted spoon to help Let that water drain away from your vegetables because you really don't need extra water, extra moisture in this. We're going to be getting a little bit of that with the butter that I'm going to add over the vegetables. I've got to add some salt, some more cheese. All right, too much water. All right, last of the vegetables. Toss them right in there. Try to layer it neat and even. Now, take your butter and slice a few slices over your vegetables. And then, the last but not least, for that layer, salt. Oh, I was wrong, there's more. I do like my cheese. A little bit of pepper. Now, I like to grind my pepper, but my pepper grinder broke. And my other pepper grinder doesn't have any peppercorns in it. Next, cheese. Were you surprised? Keep this off the stove. Next, potatoes. Alright, so this, where things get a little bit difficult. You want to put potatoes down so that they cover it, but at the same time they're not too thick. Frankly, I don't think you can have potatoes too thick, but that's me. There we go. Ooh, that's good. I just have to remember to do that. Okay. Now I can just sit here and smooth this down with my spatula. A nice smooth layer of mashed potatoes over all the yummy filling. And there we go. Now, last ingredient on top of the mashed potatoes. Yeah, you guessed it. More cheese. Cheese, glorious cheese. All right. So, in order to melt this cheese and get it ready to toast it, I am going to put it in the microwave. I'm making dinner.
Oh, I'm making a video out of it. How lovely. Makes it take longer.
Nope. Dinner's actually going to be done really soon. So.
What kind of dinner?
Just wait and find out. Alright, so I'm going to put that in there for 2.5 minutes. That should finish cooking the vegetables. Melt the cheese. Turn the oven to broil so that I'll be able to brown that cheese on top. And then we're going to be good.
Yay!
And I'll let my pain in the butt teenage daughter have this mashed potatoes that I've got right here so that she can stave off any hunger. Oh, well, never mind. She's got popsicles. She doesn't get mashed potatoes.
I'm taking it!
Like I said, you need extra mashed potatoes for teenagers.
Shush.
So, alright. We're going to let this, I'm going to pause this for now and we'll come back to it when I do the next step. Okay, my microwave beeped, tells me that the cheese is nicely melted on the top. I have my oven on broil, so we're going to put this in the oven on the top shelf right near the broiling heat and watch it. Because what we want is for all of that beautiful cheese on top to start getting brown. Once it's done that, I can bring the whole thing out and dinner will be ready. All right, it's about time to take that out. It smells awesome. And so I'm going to move this camera so that I can get in there and get that. And let's bring the camera down so you can see what it looks like when it comes out. Good old R2D2 oven mitts. Oh, I've got these for Christmas one year. Oh, that looks amazing. So, quick, simple, nutritious dinner. And literally, it took less than 30 minutes start to finish. So you can do this with anything in your fridge. And a little bit of, simple, quick, instant mashed potatoes. And some frozen vegetables. So, thanks for watching. It's Paul with Jack of All Ages. One more thing that I'm happy to share with you. If you like this, please subscribe. If you want to see more, thumbs up if you liked it. And seeing as this is only one of my first videos,